Commitment is for sure conditional. Like people have this thing where it's like unconditional love, and then they just say unconditional everything.
Yeah, unconditional love is different than commitment, is different than the boundaries within a relationship.
Totally.
I can unconditionally love you from a distance,
Right.
okay?
I can unconditionally love you and you not be my wife.
The next one is, again, this is myths of marriage now.
Right.
Divorce isn't an option. Yes or no?
Ooh. So do I get to go first on this one as well? Or
Yeah, you get first on the whole thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you won.
I'll get it to you then. Because you just had the story, so I feel like it ties in.
Oh, okay, sure. Thanks, baby. Yes, divorce is an option. The fuck? Okay, yeah.
Yes, divorce is definitely an option.
So again, I'm in these groups, y'all. And they are coming from the biblical marriage point of view, which I do not subscribe to.
Okay.
For several reasons, but...
So what is, define what the, or not literally, because you might not know everything, but like what is the overall sense of the biblical
You don't get divorced.
Okay.
That's
it's
the
hard line.
Summary, you don't get divorced.
No wiggle room.
Yes. So people are like, you need to stay committed, you need to work it out, like divorce isn't an option, try to find another way, pray about it, all this other stuff. And I'm like, you are not qualified to make a blanket statement about everybody's relationship. You do not know their relationship. If there is abuse, if there is infidelity, if there's a lack of trying to work on improving the relationship, you don't know. So you can't say divorce is an option for somebody else. The fuck? Now, to me, I think maybe when I was younger, I was like, I only want to get married once. And that was more so like, I want to be very intentional in choosing my life partner.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to put myself in a position where that's an option. Like, I'm going to be very fucking selective and take my fucking time, as I did, you know? I was single for 7 years, y'all. Like, but anyways, but now, especially with polyamory and deconstructing marriage and understanding committed life partnership and all of that, I don't really care about divorce. Like, we aren't, like, us getting legally married isn't about our love, isn't about our commitment. It's about our finances and our business, like, our businesses. Like, it's, so, like, say, some circumstances within polyamory is like, say your partner is from a different country.
Very likely.
You know, and you need to divorce me to get married to her just so she can, you know, become a citizen, which happens. And that was an example in one of the CBS documentaries about polyamory, that a triad had done that. And it's like, while we got to figure out business-wise what we're doing, you know, like that, can I marry her? Shit. We don't got to be in a romantic relationship. Although, no, that still wouldn't work. Damn! Advocate for multiple marriages, y'all. But yeah, so that's, yeah, like, I don't really care. Like, as long, what I made evident to Oso is I need my wedding. That means more. Make sure I have my wedding. Okay.
She did say this.
I did several times. Let us be clear. Paperwork, fine and dandy. Where my wedding? Because that is the celebration of our love and our union, and that's what means more to me. So what say you? Divorce isn't an option. You said it is.
I think it always is an option. Whenever you remove an individual's agency from being with another individual who has independence and agency, I think you're doing a disjustice to them as those individuals. Like, you have freedom of choice for that reason. And commitment is always, there's always an asterisk on commitment. Commitment is for sure conditional. Like, people have this thing where it's like unconditional love, and then they just say unconditional everything.
Yeah, unconditional love is different than commitment, is different than the boundaries within a relationship. Totally. I can unconditionally love you from a distance, right. Okay?
I can unconditionally love you and you not be my wife. That's okay.
It's possible, y'all.
You know? So I think that blanketed, unconditional statement gets, you know, put out there, and it confuses people when it comes to legality, the process of the divorce. Mm-hmm. And then they take that to heart as if there is no option. And what happens when you take away a person's control and sense of autonomy within a structure is they try to gain as much control, whether that's natural or unnatural, within that system. So you can use the example of America is just that. Like, if certain people in this country haven't had rights, what usually happens? It's like they rebel. They try to gain some type of control. They try to gain some sense of control on their own, whether that's through productive means or unproductive means. Black Wall Street, productive means. Y'all fucked our shit up, we riot. Unproductive means. Sometimes. Y'all fuck our shit up that we were building because there was a system around us that didn't let us flourish. So we developed our own system, our own set of control. But in a relationship, that can be unhealthy because it's like, if I have no control over whether or not I can be in or out of the situation, I'm going to try to control everything within this relationship. So kind of to your dad's example, like, yo, your brother ain't coming over here. Like, I'm in control because there's no way out of this. So I have to make sure that when I am in this, I'm safe. Versus that safety coming from a place of, no matter what happens, we'll be able to talk and communicate, and then we'll come up to some agreement. I might not get everything that I want, but I know I'll be at least satisfied with the overall outcome. Those are both descriptions of safety within a commitment. But one feels like, because there's no commitment, there's no way out of that commitment, that control, it seems like you have to get a bigger handle on it. And that can lead to destructive things. Not always, but it can. Because most people that feel trapped aren't like, oh, okay, well, I'll just take a little control while I'm in this little trapped surface that I'm in. No, they're like, oh, we stuck on this island? Well, then I want all the food. I want all the resources, all the shelter, everything. I ain't sharing nothing. I gotta make sure that I'm good. I'm gonna be stuck here, right? Let me make sure that I'm good. And everybody's serving me. That's just a bad mentality to have when going into a commitment. So that's why I feel like divorce is always an option, because autonomy is always an option. Choice is always an option.
Very true. And I did want to address, so when I was talking about like either of us divorcing to marry someone else or something like that, divorce doesn't mean the end of our partnership. That's why I enjoy committed life partnership more than I do marriage, because like, we're partners for life no matter what. No matter if the romantic relationship breaks down, it's like we still professional partners, we're still parenting partners, we're still friends, like we're still partners for life. Like this, yeah. So
when you fuck with somebody and
it's like you fuck with them. Like,
so you don't got to. It's like, oh fuck, we just not having it no more. Like, it's not there no more. Damn, that sucks. Oh well, let's keep,
like, and I love in February of last year, before COVID, I went to see Dr. Joy DeGruy. I know. I went to see Dr. Joy DeGruy. She had an amazing presentation. I loved it so much. I could see myself like that's who I wanted to become. It was a beautiful experience for me. And in her presentation, she was talking about how her first husband and her got divorced. And she was like, he's still family. Like, so he's still at our events. He's with his new wife. I'm with my new husband. And like, we're family.
That's what a tribe really is.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. It's like, yeah, you have relation with other people amongst the village. You might commit to one person. If that does not work out, that doesn't mean that person is dead to you.
Yeah.
It means that, like, okay, well, you're no longer in the romantic dynamic with me.
Exactly.
That's okay.
It's okay, y'all. It's okay. And I think that goes back to like the prioritization or the putting on the pedestal of romantic relationships. Like, if it's not that, just cut everything else out, because nothing else matters. And it's like, there is more love and meaning and connection outside of romantic relationships, y'all.
And it feels good.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, it's the Real Family. It's your girl Rocky.
And your boy Elsa.
And thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Right, because subscribing and hitting that notification bell does two very important things. One, it gives you notification on our new content and make sure that you're up to date on everything that we put out every week.
Every week.
You know, every week.
Every week.
And then number two, it helps your boy and your girl out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it honest.
It's so real, baby.
But in all seriousness, this is just like the video portion, the YouTube portion of our content. We are It's So Real podcast. So we have all these episodes just waiting for y'all on how many platforms?
11 different streaming platforms.
11.
So it's up to you to choose.
Yeah, there's no excuses. We on everything. So whatever platform you're most comfortable listening to stuff, your content on, we're right there for you. So look us up. It's So Real Podcast.
And our link tree is available on our YouTube channel. Go over there, find the platform that works best for you, subscribe to our podcast, and hear the full thing. Because we have a lot more to say than what shows up on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. With that being said, check out the rest of our videos while you're here.
You know? And be sure to subscribe.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And love.
Always.